Dale Carnegie once said that a person's name is to him or her the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Good Shabbos, and I hope that this pre-Shabbos video finds you and your family healthy and safe and enjoying this beautiful Friday afternoon. The whole last third of this week's Parsha, the Parsha of Naso, is taken up with a repetitious set of verses detailing offerings brought by each of the 12 tribes as the traveling sanctuary, the Mishkan, is about to be dedicated. The normally terse narrative of the Torah devotes nearly 3 whole columns of scribal text to these offerings. 1 silver bowl weighing 130 shekels, 1 silver basin of 70 shekels, choice flour, oil mixed in, 1 gold ladle of 10 shekels filled with incense, 1 bull, 1 ram, 1 lamb in its first year, 1 goat, 2 oxen, another 5 rams, 5 he-goats, and 5 yearly lambs. The exact same gift is written over and over for each of the 12 tribes. And the only thing that changes from one to the next is the name of the tribal prince that's bringing the offerings. For example, the gift of the tribe of Zvulun is brought on the 3rd day of the celebrations. The Torah reads, B'yom hashlishi nasi livnei Zvulun Eliav ben Chelon. On the 3rd day it was the prince of the Zebulunites, Eliav ben Chelon, and so on. Each of the princes is introduced in this manner except for one, and that's the very first one, the tribe of Yehudah. In this case, the prince is not referred to by his honorary title, Nasi, or prince. Rather, the verse simply notes that the gift offering is brought by Nachshon, the son of Aminadav, from the tribe of Yehudah. What was wrong with Nachshon? Was he not deserving of his title like all the other princes? Commentary of the 19th century head of the Volozhin Yeshiva, the Nitziv, hints at an explanation in his commentary for our exceptional verse. He notes that in the Talmudic era, certain exceptional rabbis were referred to simply by their first name, like Hillel and Shammai. Furthermore, notes the Nitziv, the greatest teachers of all time was himself referred to not as Rabbeinu Moshe, but as Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher. The Talmud contains a list of honorary titles given in various situations, but concludes that the greatest title of all is simply a person's name. Of course, among the various princes of the tribes, Nachshon was a standout. When the rest of Bnei Yisrael was standing at the shore of the Red Sea, frozen in place with the Egyptian army behind them, it was the courageous Nachshon who took the initiative and stepped first into the water, and only then did the sea split. The Torah leaves off Nachshon's honorary title in order to indicate that his status rose far above all the others. To identify him as a Nasi, as a prince, was unnecessary and superfluous. Dale Carnegie was right. A person's name is, to that person, the sweetest and most important sound. While we use any number of honorific expressions when referring to certain individuals, many experts and best business practices stress the importance of addressing partners and clients and associates using names and not titles. To use a person's name is to connect to their identity. It's a signifier of their value as an individual. When somebody remembers our given name in a social or business situation, we feel appreciated, understood, and important. And when somebody doesn't remember our name, it has the exact opposite effect. It's important to take the time to learn a person's name. If it's unclear, ask them how they pronounce it. The world of emails and texts can be so impersonal. Don't just launch into whatever it is you want to say in your email. Be sure to use a person's name when you're writing to them. The Midrash teaches us that a person has 3 names. The one given to him or her by their parents, the one given by peers, and the one given by oneself. The name given by parents is our legal name, while the name given by our peers relates to our place in society. But the name we give ourselves is based on how we see ourselves in the eyes of others. Nachshon, according to the rabbis, was not only known for his bravery and his leadership, but also for his anivut, for his humility. And in keeping with the book of Psalms, which teaches us, quote, the proper offering to God is a humble spirit, unquote, Nachshon didn't look for special recognition or titles. He knew who he was, and that was enough. It's amazing how one missing word from the Torah can teach us so much about how we interact with others, as well as how we see ourselves. Shabbat Shalom.